HTC unveiled their new heavyweight competitor, the One MAX. With the huge 5.9-inch display and the wide stereo speakers, the HTC phablet makes even the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 look miniature. No manufacturer has ever followed their design line so consistently as HTC with their One series, consisting of the One Mini, the One, and now the One MAX. Although the three HTCs at the first glance seem to be cut from the same cloth, there are a few important differences. The frame for the One MAX is not aluminum but plastic, while the power button has been relocated from the top to the right side, and this for the pragmatic reason that you wouldn't be able to reach it otherwise. You'll find the infrared sensor up top for use as a universal remote control. The back can be removed using a switch on the right side. When taken off, you'll see that the cover has been stamped from a single piece of aluminum. Inside, you'll find the SIM card and the micro SD card, as well as the battery, which is unfortunately not removable yet again. The Max is 1.5 times heavier than the One, not to mention a lot bigger when placed side by side, which makes the new phablet one of the heaviest devices around at 217 grams. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is in direct competition with the HTC One MAX, however you can see that it looks even miniature next to the new phablet. The 5.9-inch LCD3 display at 1920 by 1080, when compared to the Note 3, which is an AMOLED screen, appears to be somewhat faint. The One MAX is bright enough for everyday use, though it seems that HTC might have intentionally downgraded the brightness in order to conserve battery power. HTC delivers the One MAX with Android 4.3 and the latest version of its user interface, Sense 5.5. Within the UI, the manufacturer especially expanded the manageability and functionality of blink feed. Like a read later function, now you can actually completely disable blink feed, something that many might enjoy. A novelty that HTC placed on the One MAX is the fingerprint scanner, or as HTC likes to call it, the biometric sensor. HTC users simply need to swipe their finger from top to bottom over the sensor field. Swiping 3 times will save your fingerprint, and you can also save a password just in case the device malfunctions. You are able to assign different fingers with specific quick launch actions. The index finger opens the camera while the middle finger launches the browser. On the HTC Max, you'll find the high-intensity ultra-pixel camera that snaps photos with a maximum of 5 megapixels. Video is captured in full HD resolution. There's also the usual Zoe mode, as well as a new dual camera mode that you've seen with the Galaxy S4, which allows you to be in the picture while taking it. A big question mark is the missing optical image stabilizer, a feature which provides good results, especially in low light conditions. It is found in the One, so why did the One MAX miss out? The HTC One MAX's software runs quickly and without delay in response to input. This seems to be the case with games as well, where the graphical Firecracker Real Racing 3 appeared to run just as smooth as the Note 3 when in direct comparison. Admittedly, it was slightly faster than the Samsung Giant, caused by the Snapdragon 600 processor from Qualcomm that HTC put in the Max. Samsung is one step ahead in terms of performance, thanks to the Snapdragon 800. This is all good on paper, though the difference was less than remarkable in practice. In conclusion, there are a lot of good and bad things about the HTC One MAX. In terms of negative, it's the weight, the size, the non-removable battery, the fingerprint sensor, which is maybe unnecessary, the second-place processor, and the camera's lack of optical image stabilization. The good points are its design, craftsmanship, choice of material, and the great multimedia functions. Though it's a good phablet, I wouldn't call it a high flyer. Check us out at AndroidPIT.com.